Hi everyone, this is Killary, and today we are going to talk about the demerits of Python. You have always seen that people are talking about the advantages of Python and how Python is useful and why you should be learning Python. There are various advantages, but people don't talk about the demerits of Python. So this video is about the demerits of Python. What are the disadvantages of Python? In advantages, you might have known that it's a beginner language, it's simple, it's easy to learn, it's interpreted language, cross platform language, then free and open source, it's object oriented language, it has extensive libraries, integrated, it has database connectivity. You have seen so many things. But today, let's start with the demerits of Python. Python is really slow, and you should be always considering the fact whenever you are doing a task where you have been given a task, if time is the constraint that you should be looking for, then Python is not the language that you should be using upon. uh, there might be a single reason for this, because this is an interpreted language. So what happens in this is, so let's say we have two lines or three lines of code. So first this line will be executed, then this line, then this line. This is what happens in an interpreted language. But let's say this is an compiler based language like C++. So what will happen is the whole lines of code, three lines of code, all the lines of code will be compiled, and then our compiler will tell us that in line number 2 you have an error, line number 4 you have an error, and that's how you can just execute them, take correct them out and execute it, and your program will execute much faster. But in Python it gets really slow. So, and when I'm talking about slow, it's actually really slow, from very slow from C++. So if speed is something that you're looking for your application, then you should be using C++ or any other compiler based language. Okay. The next thing is simplicity. Now this is more of an disadvantage for a beginner. Why I am saying this? Because I have seen, so I have taught a bunch of more than 500 people by now, and I have seen one thing, that people who start their journey directly by Python have a very weak base of DSA, that is data structure and algorithm. Why is it? Because Python is a very simple language. We don't have headers, our we don't need to write any code for sorting and all. Okay, in C++ we have merge sort, verbal sort, we are writing the code behind it. Python is quite simple, we just take it, pass out the sort function, and it does most of the task for us. Python is very simple, and this makes our DSA background really weak. If you're starting with Python, make sure to practice a lot with DSA. Try to solve stack queue, writing your code by yourself rather than using a library. Moreover, we don't have header files over there, so we will not never knew the fact that why we need header files. Okay, we do have libraries, imports and all, but uh, still there's a difference between that. So simplicity is always a factor of Python for us. Mobile development. So Python is not a very good language for mobile development. It is considered mostly as a weak language for mobile development. Now this is the reason that there are very few mobile applications that are built in, like Carbonine. Yeah, so if you're looking to create an app, then probably you won't be you shouldn't be considering for Python. You should be looking into some other language, probably React. You can do that. Kotlin is one of the most famous languages these days, so you can go out with that. Then the next thing is memory consumption. Python is not a good choice for memory intensive work. If you are doing something which will be highly intensive of memory, which will consume highly amount of memory, then Python shouldn't be your first choice for it. Now, this is due to the flexibility of the data types. Python's memory consumption is also high. There are as you have seen that in the advantage, we have seen that there's a flexibility of data types. That's the reason there's so much of memory consumption. Okay. Next thing is database access. Python has limitations with database access as compared to the others, JDBC or other technologies like JDBC or ODBC. Now, The Python's database access layer is found to be a bit underdeveloped. So most of the time I've seen while accessing that it's quite underdeveloped. Not a much, but it's quite underdeveloped and it's primitive. So, however, it cannot be applied in the enterprises that need smooth interaction of complex legacy of data. Okay, so we need if you need a free flow of data, okay, from the database. So Python is something that you shouldn't be considering for the first choice. The last thing that I need to tell you about is runtime errors. So this is not something new that you have been gone through. You have already known about Python. You must have coded into Python. That's why you're looking into this video of ours. So runtime errors are something which is very famous in Python, and we get a lot of issues because of this. Python programmers cited several issues with the edge on the design of the language because the language, the Python language, is dynamically typed. That's the reason we have so much of the complexity over here. It requires more testing and has errors that only shows up at the runtime. As I have told you before that Python is an interpreted language, so the complexity is high over here, and it shows errors only at the runtime. Yeah, that's one of the much wider space of disadvantage for us. So these are some of the demerits of Python, and if you are facing any of these kind of issue, then I probably won't suggest you to just go through this. So that's it for this video. This is Killari, and I hope that you liked out this video. Make sure to share, subscribe, and like this video. We are very close to a target, so make sure to follow our page and make sure to check out the description page as well. That's it. Have a good day, everyone, and we'll meet again in our next video.